Eddie Halliwell and you're watching Toolroom TV. I'm mixing the latest Toolroom Knights compilation and we're here in Manchester. I thought I'd give you a little insight into my background, into sort of collecting music and record shopping. We're actually stood outside the vinyl exchange here, and this is one of my old haunts. It used to sort of empty my pockets years ago when I was collecting vinyl. Things have certainly changed. We're in Manchester. We thought I'd give you the background. Rather than giving you a bit of a boring studio, we thought we'd come out here, keep it a bit more interesting. So we're here in the vinyl exchange. This is one of the places I used to come to a lot, and it must be like 7 or 8 years ago since I've actually been in here. I've just stepped in now, and it's still looking round the place, looking back at the sections, it's still actually looking the same. So yeah, there's some early influences here when I came in. Here was one I've just seen there. There's Thomas Bangalter's Spinal Scratch. There's a section that you'd flick through, and you might have read or seen a playlist in a magazine, and you'd search for a particular track. When you come into a shop like this, you'd be opened up to new artists and producers. A remix of one of the classic house tracks, Tiesto, Music. It was one of my faves, and I was pleased as anything to actually get it on Toolroom. On the Rock This Place, which is a bit of a disco-tinged techno vibe. It's got full of energy, sort of inspiration from like, Thomas Bangalter, who's one of my sort of half of Daft Punk. He's one of my sort of early favourite producers. So we've got that on there, it's an exclusive. And again, Beautiful World was a track that I just sort of heard. I thought, I loved the elements in the track, and I just thought I'd give it a crack and give it a remix. Sent it on to Toolroom, and they took it up. So there was a couple of exclusives that are on there. So we're here at Hacienda, a clubbing foundation, not only to Manchester but to the UK. I actually never got the opportunity, unfortunately, to come here. We actually had a night organised a few years back before it actually closed down. We were all coming out, a team of us, minibus and everything organised to get here, and it actually closed down about 2 weeks after. So unfortunately never got to see what was inside there, and it's a block of apartments, as you can probably see. No, but an absolutely fantastic bit of clubbing history. And just inside we've got a memorable bit of a dance floor in there on the wall. And I heard recently one of the pieces of a dance floor sold for £5,000, so if you had the rest of a dance floor, you're surely to be a rich man. So we're here on Oxford Street in Manchester, and we're another club I used to play here called Elemental. It's not actually here anymore. I think it's this has also been turned into apartments. You had Elemental here, and just down the road was another club, did a few gigs at called the Music Box. Again, that's not there. I think that's Pizza Express or something down the road. So here I was playing house music, and up, as I mentioned, up near Eastern Block and Vinyl Exchange was another club called North. And at the same time I held a residency there, playing more sort of trance and hard dance at the time. So from a very early stage when I set out, I've been always open-minded to various styles of music. Like I am today, I embrace new producers, new artists, new DJs, and I like to keep an open mind playing sort of, I describe, I play trance, like house, techno, just so much great music out there, and that's the way I've always been. So over here at Sankey's in Manchester now, and I remember one of my first gigs here. I've only actually played here a couple of times. Our first gig here was, the DJ box was over at the other end of the club. It's going back quite some time. We're actually stood in the DJ booth now where it is at the moment. I was here not too long ago actually to do my 100th radio celebrations. Absolutely fantastic night we had. And I do remember actually flying out of the DJ booth. It's a little tight in here, and I thought there's too many people in here, so I just buggered off out onto the dance floor. So putting the compilation together is always a bit of a tricky process, selecting the tracks, because doing a compilation is a very sterile environment for me personally, because I always make my selection when I'm playing tracks in front of a live audience, like when you're here at Sankey's, when you're playing in front of a packed house. It's the dance floor ultimately that sort of take the direction, and you feed off their energy from what you might play next. What I also like to do when you're doing a compilation is do your own edits of the music and keep things running and keeping it fast moving, so you're keeping it exciting for the listener. Hi, I'm Eddie Halliwell and you've been watching Toolroom TV. Keep an eye out for my new Toolroom Knights compilation.